Welcome Kumas to another WoW guide. You're here with Kuma. This time I'll be showing you step by step how to get the secret, recently discovered battle pet called Baa'l. So if you've ever wanted a little satanic woodland critter to call your own, today is your lucky day. Big shout out to the WoW Secret Finding Discord for finding this one. It must not have been easy, as you will find out soon enough. And I remember just last week I was discussing how OP it would be to have this battle pet in your team. Now, just before we get started, I did want to mention that I will be getting back to making gold guides. So if you want to get those as soon as they come out, make sure you're subscribed and enable those notifications, because YouTube doesn't always put videos in the sub boxes. So, you know, enable notifications. I have just recently hit 17 million, but I haven't yet opened up my mail since BFA launched, so I'm probably at about 18, 19 million at this point, and I am aiming to get 100 million by the end of the expansion, if not more. So, you know, make sure you're subscribed and those guides will be coming out soon. Alright, let's get started. The first clue is located on top of the Heart of Darkness in Nazmir. Now the way to get there is go on the western side of the Heart of Darkness and make your way across the connecting bridge. Now on the western side you can see where I'm doing little circles on my cursor. That is where the connecting bridge is. Make your way there and cross the bridge to get to the top of the Heart of Darkness. If you have a TomTom or a waypoint add-on, this will make your life a lot easier because you can just follow the arrow and you can make sure you're going in the right general direction. It is highly advised that you have one of these because I will be using it quite a bit. If you don't have one, do yourself a favor, go on Curse Gaming, go on Twitch and download one of these add-ons. I personally use TomTom, but any of them are good. Once across the bridge, just follow the waypoint. It will lead you directly to the first clue. You will need a goblin glider for this. Best way to do it is to go near an edge, jump and goblin glider across. Once there, simply right-click it and you will have your first clue at the beginning. Once you've collected your first clue, next is to go to the broken shore near Deliverance Point. At coordinates 37, 38, 71, you will find an altar. There is a pebble on this altar that you will have to click, but unfortunately, if you have Dracul, you will not be able to click it. The way to get around this is to position yourself directly behind him and then position your camera along the wall, the rock wall, and then right-click Dracul, who will then turn around away from the table and you will be able to click the pebble. It is a little bit tricky and it will take a few tries, but you will eventually get it, and then just right-click this pebble. Once you've done that and the cast is completed, you will have your second clue. Just in case, try to click the pebble a few times, and as soon as you can no longer click it, that means you have it 100%. Clue number 3 is located in Bareilles. I highly advise before proceeding to disable war mode, as you will be going in and out of enemy territory, and unless you enjoy the occasional skirmish, it's best to leave it disabled. Now, once you go to Bareilles on the northern side at coordinates 4940, there is an entrance to a secret cave behind some nets. Once you go through these nets, there is a pebble on the ground. Simply right-click it, complete the cast, and you have your third clue. For the fourth clue, you will have to go to Zandalar. Go to Teldrassil following the Golden Road. As you reach the entrance to the dungeon, take a right and go up the trail. There should be a little ramp. Follow this trail all the way to the waterfall and jump across it. Once across the waterfall, jump down 1 level, just where the dungeon meets the hill, and keep jumping. If you jump in that little corner, you will eventually make it up that little ramp. Once you're up that ramp, keep climbing up Mount Mugamba. Once at the end of this trail, use your goblin glider to glide down to where the trees are. Underneath those trees is a little cave. In that cave is the next pebble. For clue number 5, you will have to go to Drustvar. Go to Aram's stand and go up the mountain. Look to where the water falls off the mountain, thus forming a waterfall. Behind that little waterfall is the entrance to the secret cave. You can either make your way down carefully, or if you're a hunter, you can jump off and disengage. Just make sure you don't miss the cave. Go inside. The pebble is in the eye of the altar. For clue number 6, you have to make your way back to Zandalar. Go to Tortaka Refuge. Behind the Flight Master, you should climb up that little hill and then make your way down. You'll see 2 trees. Stand next to the tree and drop down a hole to the next secret cave. Once you jump down, you'll find the pebble behind you. Careful of the beast, it's a one-shot kill, and Bonsumdi is savage. For clue number 7, you will have to make your way to Stormsong Valley. Make your way to the northern island. It's the biggest island northwest from the Shrine of the Storm. On the eastern side of the island, follow the trail up the island. Once at the top, jump down to the bunched group of trees to find the secret cave. Inside is a wheelbarrow. Click the pebble inside. You can also get your treasure chest. It's also inside the cave. Clue number 8 is where it really gets tricky, and this is where you're going to want your tom-tom or waypoint. You're also going to need a water walking mount, as well as a underwater mount like a sea turtle, or a swim speed increase potion or something along those lines. If you don't have it, you will simply not make this clue in time. You're also really going to want to pay attention to the video right now, because a picture says 1,000 words, so a video is worth even more. What you're going to do is go to the waypoint where I am right now, 5696. 1371. From there, you are going to water walk to the waypoint. The waypoint itself is the clue. However, the clue is underwater. On top of that, it's off the map, meaning you're going to get fatigued once you head toward it. And on top of that, once you reach it, you'll only have seconds to right-click the clue. If you mess anything up, you'll basically die, have to spirit res at the spirit healer, and get 25%, damage on your gear. If you die, fatigue will trigger even in spirit form. So once you try to run back to your body, you'll still die again. So, you gotta get it right the first time, or you have to res at the spirit healer. Once you're at the waypoint where I am on the video, you're going to head toward 5454.7.3. That is the exact coordinate of the pebble. Except this particular pebble is underwater at the back of a ship underneath the skull. If you pay attention to the video, it's very easy to see, but harder than it looks to execute. Good luck! If you've made it this far, congratulations, it gets a little bit easier. At least for now. Clue number 9 requires you to go back to Bareilles. Once you're there, head to the southern part of the maze. If you're a horde like me, they're not gonna like you, so prepare to feign death, or at the very least do not have res sickness. In the southern part of the maze, there is a tree. Next to that tree is a hole. Go through said hole, and you'll reach a hidden cave. In between some barrels and a crate, which will probably give you amnesia PTSD, you will find your next pebble. Clue number 10 is located in Teldrassil. Go to the lighthouse and western watch. It's located northwest. There are two ways to do this, but I highly recommend the latter. The first is to scale the eastern side of the island to the top and then jump down to a cave. The second is to go to the edge of the base of the lighthouse, and then jump and glide to the right, and then enjoy the best spent goblin glide of your life. There will be a cave directly to the right from where you jump and glide from. The pebble is then located on the top of the rocks at the entrance on the left-hand side. Turn down your environmental detail and ground clusters to make it easier to see it. Clue number 11 is located in another secret cave inside Kenning's lodge, on top of the mountain. Scale the mountain and look for a cluster of trees. Amongst those trees is a secret cave. Inside this cave is an elite mob that will one-shot you. The pebble is on the left of the mob between big rocks and some red meat. Once you have the pebble, run like hell. Stealth won't save you here. Clue number 12 is located in the Tradewinds Market. Make your way to the cave. To the right of the cave is a waterfall. Scale the waterfall and jump inside the gaps in between the rocks. Once inside, look for a scroll leaning on a pillar. Underneath that scroll is the pebble. It's the pillar on the right. You'll have to use your camera angle in order to be able to see the pebble. It's there if you put your camera all the way down to the ground. The next one is a little tricky if you can't get your waypoint markers to work like me, but it's not too bad. You just have to make your way to Bareilles underneath the B on the map. On the bottom left side of the B, just a little bit off, you'll go underwater and you'll find some seaweed. If you go through the seaweed, you'll make your way into a hidden cave. As you hit land inside the cave, there will be some stones on the right. The pebble is under the seaweed in between those stones. Right click it, and you have clue number 13. Clue number 14 is going to put all those skills you've developed up until now to the test. Make your way to Vol'dun, Tortaka Refuge. Northeast from there, head to 55. The only issue with this is the waypoints won't work properly. It's not technically Vol'dun, it's not technically Nazmir. You're technically almost off the map. Just like last time, you'll be making your way off the map and heading into a fatigue zone. However, this time, instead of racing against the clock, you'll be racing against distance. If you make your way across the fatigue zone, you'll hit a part of the zone that doesn't have fatigue, but you'll still technically be off the map. The way to achieve this is head to the point where I am right now on the map, which is 55, or more technically, 5014 598, and then head north, straight north. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Do not stop for anything, do not turn left, do not turn right. Eventually you'll make it through the fatigue zone and, you'll get rested up. Once you make it through the fatigue zone, take a quick break. If you're anything like me, you were looking at that fatigue meter and pretty much shitting yourself. You've made it through the worst part. Only a little ways to go. From this point, you'll be heading east. You'll be making your way to 5523, 5257. Don't worry, all these waypoints are down in the description. However, you won't be able to mark this on your map because you're technically off Azeroth. You'll have to open your map, curse over it, and head in that direction. Once you've made it to this point, you're going to have to go a little bit further to the north. However, you won't be doing it on top of the water, you'll be doing it under the water. You'll notice that on the seafloor, there'll be a bunch of rocks. You will essentially be going over the ledge. As you go over the ledge on the northern side, you will want to head a little bit to the east. When you see your fatigue meter pop up, don't panic. You're going the right way. As you make your way down the ledge on the eastern side, you'll see a hole in the ledge. Go through the hole and you'll find your secret cave. Head in there and your fatigue meter will disappear. Once it disappears, relax, catch your breath. You've made it. Once you've calmed down, do 180 degrees, and the pebble is on the right-hand side of the entrance to that cave. Right-click the pebble, and I promise that is absolutely the last pebble you'll ever have to right-click. No more rocks, no more clues. Now it's just time to go and collect Baa'l. Make your way to Frostwolf Ridge and head north to Colossal's Falls. Inside the volcano, on top of the lava, you'll find the little beast. All you have to do now to claim it is beat it in a pet battle. However, it's not that easy. You'll need Una, an untradeable battle pet, to be summoned as a companion. She needs to zap Baa'l to make him small and weak, and then he's much easier to defeat. Unfortunately, if you don't have Una, you'll need someone at this stage of the puzzle with Una in order to weaken him. Once Baa'l's weakened, defeat him in a pet battle and he'll spawn in your bag. Congratulations, you have a little woodland critter as a pet. If you have any questions, be sure to hit me up in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this guide, be sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to get the next one as soon as it comes out. Till then, Ninja Kuma out. Bye!